We're now going to look at concatenating or putting together strings. So you'll notice in the code that we've got at the moment, we currently print out 4 times. And actually what we might decide we want to do is to put all of the lines of the song together in one go. Okay, so there's various different ways we can do that. We might start by saying, okay, well, we've got the song line, okay, and we could say, well, okay, let's create a string that represents the whole song. So we might just call that song. And what we could do is we could say, well, actually, the whole song is just the first line of the song, added together with, and there's going to be a bit of a problem here, which we'll fix in a minute, the second line of the song, added together with this string literal, so we'll copy that, and then added together with the song line again. Okay, and then what we could do is, instead of printing out all these lines individually, we could simply print out, we use that shortcut again, SOUT, we could print out the song. Okay, now those of you who are paying keen attention might have spotted the problem that we're going to have here. In fact, a couple of problems, but let's just run it and discover those problems for ourselves. Okay, so you can see it has printed it out, but we've got some problems. We don't have a new line after each one of those things. Okay, what we're doing here though is we've concatenated the three song lines along with this string literal. We can concatenate string variables with each other, string variables with string literals. Theoretically, you can put 2 string literals together, although you could just write them all as one great big string literal, so it's unlikely you'd need to do that. So the problem we've got is we need to put those new lines in between. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, the easiest option is to add the symbol for a new line. Okay, and to do that, at least to do it on a Mac or on a Linux-based system, we can put in our string /n. Okay, and you'll see it's come up in just a slightly different color here. You can see it's kind of a blue color. And bear in mind that because I put it in here, it will put it in at the end there, at the end there, and here. So we really only need one there as well. Okay. Now the other thing that we might then consider is, well, if we were to print out something else after it, and I'm going to use a shortcut again, we're going to end up with extra empty lines. So let's just run it and see what happens. Okay, so here's it printed out with our new lines. Okay, but actually there's an extra empty line at the end. We were expecting there to be one line, but we didn't want this extra space in. Okay, so I didn't even mean to do printf, but let's put that back to how it was, and then let's run that just to show you that you still get the same output that we had before. Okay, so we're obviously happy that this has a line at the end of it because it's a song, but if we don't want an extra line, what we can do is we can use the print statement instead of the print line statement. Okay, let's just run that again and see the difference. Okay, so we can now see that that is working. Now I did mention that the new line operator that's it for Mac and for Linux. Unfortunately, it's slightly different on Windows. So if you want to do for Windows, you need /r/n. I don't think it will cause a problem on Mac. Let's just try that out just to see. Yeah, we're still okay, but this would now work on Windows, and it's not technically the new line operator on Mac because we've got an extra symbol. Okay, what you need to be aware of is this / is what we call an escape character, and it basically changes the meaning of the character that follows it and gives it special, essentially special meaning. In this case, it's for a new line. but it can be useful. For example, let's say you wanted to include a quotation mark around the name of the person. Okay, obviously if we try and put a double quotation mark in, it ends our string and the rest of it goes wrong. So if we want to put a quotation mark inside our string, we can escape it with the / character. So let's just do that, and we can now run that again, and we'll see that person will be in those double quotation marks. There we go. So that's quite useful. So that's how to concatenate strings. Sometimes though, what we might want to do is to actually build a string and overwrite the contents of a string with what that string was with an extra string appended to it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that instead. So I'm just going to copy this here. Okay, and then I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm actually going to make this the song. Okay, in fact, actually no, I'm not going to leave it song line, and I'm going to create a new, let's go here, string song. I'm going to say that's going to be the song line. Okay, and then if I want to replace song with song line and then another song line on the end, okay, what I can do is I can say song, so that's my song variable, plus equals, okay, song line. Okay, now that's just shorthand for replacing song with song plus song line. So it does the same as this. Okay, but yeah, it replaces it instead. So this basically says song is now what it was with another line added onto it. We could have written it out in a more longer format, which basically says song is song plus what it was before, what it was before plus song line. So let's go about doing it that way. We can then add another line, which is our happy birthday dear person, and then we could say song plus equals song line. Okay, and then if we print out song, what we should see is the same result that we had before. So you can see programming is one of those things where you find multiple different ways of solving the same problem, because we've done it with string literals, we've done it by concatenating strings together, and we've also done it by replacing a variable with the it itself plus something else added on to the end of it. Okay, so at this point song is just happy birthday to you. By the time we've executed this line, it's happy birthday to you twice. By the time we've executed this line, we've got 3 lines of the song, and by the time we get to the end of this one, we've got the entire song itself.